11, working in barbershops, believe it or not, at age 11. And I'm not talking about sweeping the floor. I'm talking about actually cutting hair. That was my trade that I actually learned from watching my older cousin cut hair in the apartment. And he would always cut hair, and I'm watching him make money, and I'm like, you know, I can make money like after I would finish cut hair at my job. I would come home and I would have like another job, because people would call me on my phone every minute, blowing up my phone, and the phone would ring, and then immediately I would go.
Oh, and if anybody want to come over anytime, Ringo player, you know.
Here, so every time the phone would ring, I would go. Ring, I would go. My grandmother would always say, every time that phone ringing, you always going outside and going and cut people here. And then, as soon as she would do that, it's like the name Ringo was just popping in my mind. Ringo, Ringo. And I said, you know what? I said, that name sounds cool. I think I'm going to keep that name. And me being that I'm a barber by trade, I already knew I had my little hustle on the side, so I was going to be making money regardless, you understand? But so things was kind of rough. I went home kind of down because things was kind of rough. I went home kind of down because things was kind of rough. I went home kind of down because so we decided we're gonna have to attend this man's church. So what we did is we, you know, got ourselves together and got a road map, and we started like figuring out how we gonna take trips to Georgia. And it costs a whole pile of money, because you gotta look at gasoline, you gotta look at hotel, food, clothing, and then on top of that, giving offerings and tithing and all this other stuff. Remember, I'm talking about back then when I was lost.
The issue is where your heart is, number one, and where your heart was then. Hear me. Because if you believe that, you know, if you follow Creflo, if you give to his ministry, it's a good luck charm, and you know, hey. And that's what he basically is saying, that he believed that they were going to prosper based on them following Creflo Dollar and giving to his ministry. And it didn't happen. He wound up living in the projects, wound up financially struggling, and nothing happened like he believed, so he was disappointed. And chances are, okay, he was not walking and believing God. God ain't going to bless you if you deifying a man and you believe that if you do, you know, if you follow this man and worship this man and give to this man, and you know, even if that man didn't tell you to. Hear me. God, the Bible says, looks at the heart, and he evidently looked at Ringo's heart was not in the right place. Him and his wife, their heart and motives were not in the right place, and it still most likely isn't. Hear me.